Greetings. My name is Samantha Lindsay, and this is part 5 of my continuing analysis of selected works from Jeff Ousborne's anthology, Reading Pop Culture. In this installment, I'll be looking at the cultural benefits and drawbacks of technological innovation. In Chapter 3 of this collection, Ousborne asks the question, how do new devices and apps transform experience? This chapter examines the cultural impact of technological innovation and proliferation of new technologies in society. In this video, I'll be reviewing the works of contributing writers Nikhil Saval, Neil Postman, and Clay Shirky. In his work, Wall of Sound, The iPod Has Changed the Way We Listen to Music, Saval analyzes the cultural fallout of what he terms musical saturation, resulting from the proliferation of technological devices that are used to listen to music. Musical saturation is the cultural phenomenon of being able to hear all types of music being played everywhere and at all times. Saval explains that historically, one could determine the socioeconomic status of individuals in society by analyzing their musical preferences. Among the cultural benefits of musical saturation is that these class distinctions have all but disappeared as more people have been exposed to a wide range of musical genres. This has resulted in a greater level of cultural appreciation as the general public has become more eclectic in terms of their musical preferences. However, as Saval states, nobody knows how much music we listen to since so often we're not even listening. In many cases, music is no longer really heard by the would-be listener. It's just background noise. Saval laments that, as we have used music to drown out silence, we have also drowned out each other. As he explains, the sophistication and expense of the iPod have made adulthood safe for solipsism as never before. Postman's The Judgment of Famous is a cautionary argument wherein he warns that every technology is both a burden and a blessing, not either or, but this and that. Postman explains one of the drawbacks of new technology being introduced into society, saying that those who have control over the workings of a particular technology accumulate power and inevitably form a kind of conspiracy against those who have no access to the specialized knowledge made available by the technology. Technology brings change, both positive and negative, and new technologies compete with old technologies both in terms of utility and in the technology's inherent ideological biases. In this slide, I have chosen to feature media technology which best exemplifies Postman's argument. Where the printing press once provided a platform for an almost unlimited freedom of speech to the few that controlled it, computer technologies, and in particular the Internet, has provided a means for everyone to experience that same sort of unbridled liberty. In support of Postman's argument, recent events would seem to indicate that the old guard of traditional media, and those who benefit from it, currently appear to be in the midst of a war for control of this new technology, following questions about possible foreign influence on American elections. In his work, Gen, Television, and Social Surplus, Shirky explains that society has a huge amount of cognitive surplus. That is, individually and collectively, we have a great deal of free time to engage in creative and productive activities. He explains that prior to the advent of the Internet, we didn't know what to do with the free time that we have. Therefore, we spent much time being passively entertained by prepackaged media productions of which we were mere observers. Shirky points out that people do not want to be mere observers all the time. We want to participate, we want to create, and we want to share. He refers to the Internet as the architecture of participation, which he believes so powerfully fills these human needs that it, or something like it, is here to stay. This has been the cultural benefits and drawbacks of technological innovation. Thanks for watching.